Such a beautiful night. I got this little lover down here with me. He's one of my favorite from Mama's first litter. There's not many of them left now. I quit feeding them. Oh, that's really hard to do. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I wish a camera did it justice. It is just a beautiful evening. Anyway, so here we go. There's a sawgrass, a spinning rod. Now, I'd hoped there would be a way to do spinning rods, but I didn't have any ideas on how to do it, and just, it's kind of one of those, prayer kind of things. But these are here's a bait casting rod, the Sawgrass, and it's got these special line guides on it. So I'll show you. Hey, sweetie pie, I know you know I love you. I know it. So there's a line guide right there. Now watch this. Boing. That's not normal. Boing. I just scared that poor little baby. That's not normal. When that happens on regular rods, it's done. You got to replace the line guide. So because of that, I can do spinning rods. Look at that line guide, and I mean, look how far that sticks out. And that's actually really small for a spinning rod. I got out a spinning rod from 30 years ago. It's probably 4 inches. So let's take a look here. What do we have here? Ooh. It looks good. I mean, that's a long bottle. I mean, that's a really long bottle that I was gonna use for the umbrella rigs. When I probably will for the Snapple size fittings. But down here, it gets real close to that sharp edge of the bottle gets real close to the line, and that's not good. Oh, camera, please. Come on now. I've been over this so many times. Oh well. Okay, you can kind of see it. It's there. There we go. It gets real close to that defeats the whole purpose. Well, not the whole purpose, but a large part of the purpose is to not have to worry about your line when you get to the ramp. So, but I was able to get that that Snapple bottle mouth over that big huge line guide because it collapses, and that's real nice. I mean, I think that's a 1-inch sleeve. With this pole came with, I think it was a 1.5-inch sleeve is what he sent it with, which just shows you how big those line guides are. But that's really tight fitting, and that's good. This is what we want. Maybe a slightly longer and wider bottle would be good. But there's not a whole lot of, I look forever for different bottles for the big mouth or Snapple mouth size fitting, or mouth bottles that have that neck. And so, but let's look up here. Ooh. I haven't done the tip yet because I am actually going to use this as a go by. So there's the tip of the rod is right there. And so I'll probably cut it right here at this other line guide, or maybe right there. And then put a coupler in right there. And then, and make a tip out of the remainder here up to there. And then probably make another tip out of the remaining sleeve there. And send him, another 6 or 8 inches of tips in inch increments, like a 7-inch, 8-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch, 11-inch, 12-inch tips that can be replaced, that can be put on there. And this sleeve can be used on a bait casting pole as well. So they're interchangeable. That bottle's interchangeable. You can put a much smaller bottle on there, or any bottle you want. But yeah, the bottles that I currently have now they aren't ideal for spinning rods. So I will have to go on a bottle search. I didn't realize there was that big of a delta between the reel seat and the hook keeper, which is what the hook connects to on the pole and on the bait. I guess I could bring that bait and I could hook it to the bail here, that wire there. That's the bail. I could hook it there, but I don't think that works nearly as well as it does hooking to the frame of a bait caster, which is what most people do, including me. mosquito. Get away from me, you weirdo. But I mean, this is far more promising than I had ever hoped or expected, especially at this point. It's because of those collapsible titanium guides, and it will work for all baitcaster poles. Those line guides will work for all baitcaster poles, probably on both sides, the Snapple size fitting and the Coke size fitting. You know, the point is to use the smallest sleeve that you can use, because you don't want it to be heavy and bulky. And a Coke soda bottle is tiny, so I can use 1/2-inch sleeve. You know, which is half as big as this sleeve here. This is a 1-inch sleeve. So, you know, a collapsing guide, oh man, on a baitcaster, that's the ideal, truly ideal. You can use all Coke fittings for everything. The Coke soda bottle mouth fittings, things. Anyway, it's so I'll make a couple of these. I'll send them a camo one, which is that multicolored one that's green and purple and gray and black and translucent and with that chrome looking top thing. And just the basic ones. I got basic black and white fittings. Send them a goodie bag with all those products in there, shorties and full sleeves. And pray.